CVS has developed a pioneering new extramural studies placement online booking system to help veterinary students immediately find suitable practice placements at the touch of a button. Our training team has also created a new optional EMS competency framework and structured feedback to help practices and students carefully support each placement so that the student can make the most of their EMS experiences. What issues were students facing when trying to book EMS placements?
Prior to having the booking system, they would have to spend quite a considerable amount of time finding suitable practices and then actually contacting the practices by phone or email just to see if they do have any placements. So a time-consuming process for students that are always really quite busy with their course. In terms of this actual booking system, we do think it is unique currently. We don't think there is anything else out there at the moment to help students find EMS placements.
How will it work?
The students can search for placements either by practice if they know the name of the practice, if there are certain dates where they're available that are convenient for them to see EMS, and also geographically. So if there's parts of the country perhaps where they have relatives or friends where they can go and stay, they can look for practices in those areas as well. So once the students are registered and are in the system, they can see all the practices and all the availability, and then they can just browse and book the placements that suit them. When they find a placement, they just click on the book button, and then that sends an email to the practice and just sets up that communication between the student and the practice, and then they can discuss the placement and all the details.
What are the advantages for practices?
So the advantage for practices for having the booking system is that they can put all their availability in one place on a calendar, so that if they have any inquiries from students, they can direct them to that site where the student can actually see that availability. So it makes the process much more efficient for both the practices and the students.
What does the optional competency and structured feedback comprise of?
So our new EMS framework and feedback is built around our CVS Day 1 competencies. It's also got some additional competencies that we believe that graduate vets need to successfully start their careers. The framework puts health and well-being on a par with clinical skills. It encourages the students to take a holistic approach to their development. To provide the best possible experience, a supervisor is appointed at each practice to be the main point of contact for that student. We also provide documents to the student and supervisor to help them set goals, timetables, and conduct reviews of their placement. This helps the student reflect on what they've achieved and set goals for future placements. We want to provide a high-quality placement experience. This will help the students gain the knowledge and skills they'll need to thrive when they join the profession. We've introduced some new awards that the students can work through during their placements. These will recognize their hard work and achievements.
To book a CVS EMS placement, please visit cvsknowledgehub.com. CVS, care at our heart.